How's he doing?
I think they made a statement, old injury, and he won't practice today. But he's walking around, so we'll see.
What is the impact if he's not available?
Let me say this, I can't talk medically about it, okay? The impact if he doesn't play is that we're one short of where we were, but, you know, against Duke he played 6 minutes. In Maryland he was not the factor. So what happens is other guys got to step up and play, and Jared's got to get some minutes. Maybe John Hood gets some minutes and is effective, but obviously we're not as big and long as we are with them.
In the short term, I mean, Auburn's not necessarily a real big team. Is
Yes,
this particular
Auburn
matchup
is a
give
very,
you a chance?
yeah, and that's why it would have been better for us to have another big guy. So, again, we're presuming he's not going to play. But, you know, the reason we look at this and say, you know, that size helps you in this kind of game, but we'll see.
You say a lot to your guys and to us about, you know, everybody's Super Bowl and everybody's up to play. When Elson Turner goes out and has 4 points the next game, and Auburn sells out, does that sort of drive that home to you?
I don't know. You have to ask them. Vandy comes out of the gate the next game. Texas A&M comes out of the gate the next game. Auburn, they were talking about the game at the Arkansas game. It's just how it is when you're playing it. It's sold out. Last time they sold out, last year. And they're going to be all over it. Their kids play extremely hard. I mean, Tony is doing an unbelievable job. These guys are being coached exactly how they got to be coached. He's letting the guys that need to let go and play, he's letting those guys go. The other guys are playing within themselves. What's happened is Auburn has bought into how they're going to have to play. We have not. Like individual players. It's not, well, here's how we play, buy in. No, here's how you have to play. Now buy in. And what he's got is every guy is buying into this is who I am and how I've got to play for us to have success. We have not hit that yet. We have still, we're convinced that I can do this and we can still play good. Obviously, it doesn't look good to anybody else, but maybe as we go forward, we'll start changing. This is one of those ones that, you know, maybe bring guys together.
Auburn gave you a tough time last year. What were they doing then that they might be doing
Playing
now?
extremely hard. They play extremely hard and they're very physical. They were physical with Anthony. They played a lot of zone. I would predict they play a lot of zone this game. You know, they shot the ball really well in the first half. So I remember when Darius made a 3 at the buzzer at halftime before something maybe 4 or 5. But it was Tony's really good, and he knows how we play. You know, some of the stuff they're running is the stuff that we run, but a lot of it's his own stuff, and he's doing good stuff. It's really good, and I'm proud of him. I watched the tape, and you know, watched them beat out of Florida State. They had Illinois beat. It was a 1-point game. They had the ball with 2 minutes to go. In Illinois, they had them beat. Illinois' top 20. You know, they had Arkansas beat. They had, you know, they won the other games in the league, so they're on a roll of playing well, and they're excited, and it's going to be a difficult game.
Cal, I'm not trying to read between the lines, but we get the feeling that you're hoping that he comes back soon, Willie?
No, I hope he stays out all year.
I'm talking about like next week. Next week, some injuries. There's nothing you
Don't
can
be
do.
chasing me down the hallway. I want him to come back tomorrow, obviously.
What's
But
realistic?
it's hopefully tomorrow. We will see.
If you've got to lose a guy like him for any period of time, is it fortuitous, the timing that it's coming off Kyle's maybe most complete game? You know, did some things we hadn't seen him do, maybe give you some effort you've been looking for?
Well, we have been dealing with Willie, and again, it was an injury, I hate to tell you, since junior high school, that for the last couple of weeks, so it just happened to where, all right, let's go. Let's see, you know, and so, but it's all good. It's all good. We're one short for a short while, you know, thank God it was nothing major. You get dings and bruises in this thing. You get hit, kicked, bumped, come down wrong on an ankle. I mean, there's all kind of stuff that happens in this game, and some guys, you know, you got to miss it. You miss a game or two. So
you mentioned Kyle couldn't do the huddle the other day. I want to play. Is he
No,
getting?
he said, run a play, run 4 down for me.
Now, is that a transitional period for him? Is he going beyond where?
Well, what you have to do is you have to be tired of your lot. You have to be tired of the way it is. Then you got to admit, I got to make changes. What I'm doing is not working. Then you begin to change it. It starts with, I don't like my lot in life. I don't like it. Second thing you say is, all right, I'm here because of me. Now, there are things I'm going to have to change. Then you change them. And then things change for you. In basketball, like life, I tell them all the time, it's like life.
John, how does Willie's situation affect his play? Because he's been pretty active on the court and all of that.
Probably he's going to come back after a short period and be rested and ready to go, I would imagine. But he'll be weight training and doing anything else and, running and all the other stuff. So he'll be fine.
I mean, up till now in games, has it been impacted him at all?
Yeah.
Hindered him?
Yeah, there were times where he's like, you got to get me out. And, we had a shoot-around the other day. And he stopped in the shoot-around. I said, what are you doing? He's just walking around. Nothing. So, and it was, again, nothing major, but it was an old thing that he just never did anything about. We just felt this. And let me say this, we didn't have to do anything. It could have been, you're fine, put the knee sleeve on and go. You do with it. But that's not, as you know, that's not how we operate here. If I err, I'm going to err on the side of the kid. Let's just be safe.
John, other teams get up and you flatten out a little bit now and then. You're always telling your kids, obviously, they're going to be up for you. But what else, what do you have? I mean, what can you say to your kids beyond, hey, you better be ready because the other guys are? Is there anything else that you can provide?
You're playing Kentucky. Isn't it great that everywhere you go it's sold out and you're the biggest game on everybody's schedule? Take great pride in that. That's why you came here. Let's prepare. We don't prepare any different for any of the games. Trying to get them a little more emotional and playing that way. I got a great call from a coaching friend of mine last night saying, look, you're so close to it. Your team, individual players, and your team is getting better. Just keep on the path. That's all we're going to do. I'm not worried about any other team in the country. All I'm worried about is my team getting better. That's it. I'll be honest with you, I'm not even watching games. I'm watching the tape of our team practice. I just want our team to get better. Whatever that means, we'll be fine.
Is that odd for you?
No, I usually don't. Because then I'd be doing basketball 23 hours a day. So I do enough. If there's one of my former assistants coaching, I may watch his game so I can talk to him about it, but that's about it.
How is Kyle that Ryan said that Alex could move to the 4, I guess,
If we wanted to.
How much of a challenge, maybe time is this to challenge him, that what you've been working on with him? You're missing a guy
Just
like Will.
again, his growth is going to be step by step. There's not going to be moving to next month. Everything with Alex will be step by step. And we're baby steps right now, and that's okay. It's where he is. I mean, every young man is different. Every young man comes in with a different mind, different body, different conditioning, different toughness, different family background, different upbringing. They're all different. And some of them move more quickly. Some of them don't move quickly at all. We just deal with it. Last question.
How have you seen Kyle change? You mentioned changes a lot in life. How have you seen
Well,
him?
he's stepped on the practice stuff. He's gotten in the gym and done extra. He's becoming more aggressive and talking more in practice. Right now, he's the most vocal player we have. And when you do that, you build your own self-esteem and self-confidence. And the other side of it is you've got to carry over what you're doing here to a game. And I tell you, demonstrated performance is the only way you build your own confidence and self-esteem. It's not me saying, you're really good. You can really guard that Turner kid. You're doing a great job. Now he's got 36. I'm telling you, you're doing a great job. It doesn't work that way. You build your own self-esteem and confidence, demonstrated performance, challenging yourself, recognizing what you got to get better on, get better, go on the game, carry over in the game, and then start to believe I can do this. And that's just a process, and we're doing it with 17, 18-year-old kids. All right, thanks, folks.